my name is Putri Triaviana. My student number is 2019-05-20-157, and I'm in class AP82 from Faculty of Social and Politics. At this moment, I want to presentation for my final exam. Let's be started. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, and let me introduce myself. My name is Putri Triaviana. My student number is 2019-05-20 and 157. And at this moment, I like to talk to you for today about government should not hurry for implementing new normal. And I've divided my talk into a few sections. And the first, here's what you'll find in this slide. First is outline contents, and then next first case of infection, the coronavirus, and then next why there is a need for a new normal, and next the impact of implementing the normal, and then the last the challenge in the new normal. And so we will flashback 1 year ago in early March 2020, which Indonesia confirmed the first case of infection, the coronavirus, the case COVID-19, and where previously cases of this virus spread in China for the end of 2019, and the spread of this disease is very fast and eventually spread throughout the world. As we can see in this graph, the continuous increase every month. There is a drastic decrease, even sign of diminishing. And then the last I see just 1.9 million cases, and then now a total cases just 2 million cases in Indonesia based on source from covid.co.id. And then, as you can see, there are 3,810,000 death cases in the world right now. And from the virus, it will have major impact on various aspects of people live, like such economic, social, cultural, and the others. Therefore, the government must, of course, seek a solution from this increase in case so that it doesn't cause a more serious impact than implementing in a new normal situation, so that they can live normally and causes with COVID-19. And however, in the application, it turns out that there are several shortcomings, so that it can be said that maybe the government is not ready to implementing the new normal, but it can even be said to have failed. So in this special occasion, I'm going to deliver some. There are 3 reasons why we need a new normal. And first, case in case, and 2, to stimulate slumping economic growth, and then the last has a fundamental weakness. There are 3 reasons why we need and economic sectors that are most needed by the community must receive priority, namely basic needs such as food and health. And however, the government must also anticipate the indiscipline or the community and business actors. And but from this the 3 reasons there is poor implementation, such as the second wave of coronavirus, namely COVID-19, and spreading, and the increased number of victims, indicating that the stage capacity is not yet optimal, and resulting in unpredictable conditions and for uncontrollably in the social order, can even disrupt economic and social stability in the long term. And next slide. Let me describe the impact of implementing the new normal. And first, there will be a changed lifestyle. Like our lifestyle can be changed because the coronavirus. Okay, and now looking at the people who have started their activities in the new normal era, I see that public awareness of the dangers of COVID-19 is still low because people are starting to ignore the coronavirus pandemic. This can be seen from the activities carried out by the community, increasingly negligent in complying with health protocols. Health protocols are only understood as a return to normal activities. So the disorders in a new case continues to occur. It can even be said that there is a lack of supervision from the government towards the community. And next, the economic growth. The implementing of the new normal is expected to support the economic growth with the operation of the industrial sector. The economy can revive and control economic growth. During 1 month of the new normal, the economy began to experience a good increase. This economic increase experienced a slight increase in the economic sector and under even change in Indonesia economic statistics. But it turns out that economic increase doesn't necessarily increase in speed, but how increase is so slowly. And the last, potentially lead to a spike in new cases. What happened today? Where the positive number doubled from previous months? Because has shown that the new normal steps taken by the government are confusing for the people. And next slide. Now I want to move on to the challenge in the new normal, and there are 3 challenges such as the first, the influence of culture and customs, and 2, able to adapt during the COVID-19 pandemic, and then the last, because there are still some residents who do not comply in implementing health protocols. Where the 3 are related, so that the new normal policy makes people have to be able to adapt during the pandemic COVID-19 by continuing to carry out health protocol, and not our community can make this adaptation well because there are still some residents who do not comply in implementing health protocol. A person believe in controlling or directing his behavior in carrying out health protocol is also influenced by supporting factors around him. And even if someone already has the confidence to carry out health protocols, the supporting factors are constrained, such as the lack of availability of masks, hand sanitizer, and inadequate spatial planning to maintain distance, and lack of health facility, and lack of strict sanction. And for violators of the rules will give up because they feel in vain with what they have done so far. And in conclusion, many efforts have been made by the government to break the chain of the spread of COVID-19 until the government finally issues a policy called the new normal, aimed at accelerating the handling of COVID-19 in all aspects. And then my suggestion is the implementing of the new normal policy must be carefully studied, like South Korea. Before we start that policy, we must study it, and the government must also evaluate the policies that have been implemented so that the public will again believe that the government with its innovation is able to overcome this COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, to overcome this pandemic outbreak is not only the task of the government, but it's the duty of all of us together with all elements of society to unite to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic. And nonetheless, I would like to bring this presentation to a closer with the interesting quote. The quote is like, sometimes it's important to step away from the person you love to make them feel loved. And that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for your time and attention. And let's I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.